I had to adjust the table a little bit. They come in just a hair high, but that's why it's adjustable. That's perfect. And then I remeasured for level here. We'll see how close it got. I haven't welded these up solid. I wanted to check them first. Okay, that's perfect. Looks like we might be just a touch high on this end. What I'm going to do is weld it up, and then if I need to, I'll grind a little bit on this right end just to lower that just a hair. But other than that, this side could be down a little bit more anyway. When you cut stuff, you want to let it fall just a touch. That kind of opens up the gap on the blade. That'll make for good cutting. So it's not super critical, but it's nothing I can't work around. Okay, let's get that welded up. Now I'm getting ready to cut a saddle for a pipe with a chop saw, and I got this comment from a viewer, and I think it's going to work great. First thing I'm going to do is just mark a reference point on the pipe. Okay, it's a little center punch mark. The first cut, I'll tip it on one side and I'll check it with my degree finder. I'll roll this up on a 0 degrees. I'll find the center punch mark and I'll tighten the pipe that way. That'll make the first cut, and then the second cut we'll roll the pipe over, and again I can move my level to 0 that way, and of course the center punch will line up in the center punch mark, and then I know I'm 180 off. Set the saw, you set about 33 degrees. This is why my table is a little bigger, so I can turn my saw. So there's 30. Let's see, that's 45, so just a hair past 30. So I don't want to cut the whole pipe off. I want to cut a section like that. And then we'll come back and do a section on the other side. If you can see that. Then we'll do a section on the other side like that. Let's see how this works. So whenever you cut off edge, you just kind of cut slow, because that will want to kind of push that saw blade out. So cut a little slow and don't force it. So I can turn that. I'm just gonna, I don't think that's bad for the first time I ever did that. It looks like we can grind just a little bit on this point and this point, and I believe it'll fit real nice. One thing about this is 1.5 inches, or 1 7/8 oil filled, 1.5 inches pipe fitter, and this is 2 3/8 oil filled, or 2 inch. There is a little bit of a difference. If this was 1.5 inches, I'll bet it'd fit really well. So there's 1.5 inches to 1.5 inches. I wouldn't even think that would need ground. That could just be tacked up and welded at that point, other than just clean up the burr. Thanks for the comment. That was a great comment. That's going to save a bunch of time. I hope everybody learned something on that one. We're going to do that some more. How easy is that? I had these left over from my old shop. I didn't want to throw them away. So I'm going to re-drill these holes out a little bit bigger. A half or 3/4. Going to mount it right to that wall, to that pipe, and plug weld them right there. Just little plug welds. All that steel on the floor is now in that rack. Hey, look at this. We got steel in the rack. We have a roller table, a chop saw. We got more steel storage on this side. It's really starting to look like something. How'd you like the viewer tip on how to cope a pipe with a chop saw for one pipe to fit into another pipe? I thought that was great. You can teach an old dog new tricks. Please, if you have a trick, send it in and I'll try to put it on film. Let everybody learn it. That was awesome. We're going to do it some more. Anyway, this is going to conclude episode 8. I think we're going to get her done in 10 episodes. Bear with me. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure you subscribe so you can see the final. It's going to be fun. Okay, have a great day and be safe.